Hey Ghouls and Witches, I'm here once again at Universal Studios because we have a bit of catching up to do. We have new Jaws 50th anniversary stuff all over the parks. We're going to go check out the merch, we're going to check out the photo ops, we're going to check out all the fun things that are going on to celebrate Jaws and its franchise and the 50th anniversary of the original film. And we also got our first HHN34 drop. We're gonna go check out our preview merch, check out the new logo for this year's event. I am so excited. We're gonna talk a little bit about the latest speculation, the latest spec maps that have happened. So there's lots of things going on in this video. So let's go. It's definitely a hot one here today. It is, May. It's going to be super hot in parks. Make sure you stay hydrated and stay in the shade. But first things first, we're going to head over to the Five and Dime to check out the HHN34 preview merch and the new logo. I've already seen it. Some of you guys have already seen it, but I'm already obsessed. But let's go see it. So right in front of the Five and Dime, you already are greeted with this sign saying merchandise reveal. We do have the Never Go Alone slogan returning this year. I kind of like it. I know it's like we've had it for years now, but I just think it's like HHN. You know, you hear that, you're like, oh yeah, Halloween Horror Nights got it. As you're coming into the Five and Dime, you're greeted with like this cemetery looking display here. It smells like HHN here, like like not the fog, but the craft, I guess, materials they use to make the houses. It smells like that in here in Five and Dime, which I absolutely love. It triggers something in my brain and my brain chemistry that just makes me happy. Look how cute these shot glasses. I love like the long skinny shot glasses. I think it just like looks elevated, but they have the new logo on it and they have the Never Go Alone and this little crow figure with an eye in its mouth. Yummy. It focuses. There you go. Cutie. These are going for 13 bucks. Have these trucker hats available. That's on display there. Never Go Alone. It does have the little clip in the back and the Halloween Horror Nights logo on the back here. These are going for 30 bucks. And they have these candles. HHN loves bringing out themed candles. These are going for 23 bucks. They have like that green inside, that wood wick. It smells like clean. Let me see if I can find a description for this. It doesn't really have a description. But it's very, I guess you could say moody. I can't describe smells very well. I like it though. Kind of gives Christmas, like a little pine smell almost. Not bad. And of course, we do have the shirts. The shirts have the logo small in the front and then the really big Never Go Alone on the back, which I prefer this design than like a big logo on the front. I just think it looks neater, a little more professional with a little pocket logo right there. These are going for 33 bucks here. And then they do have tank tops as well, or like I guess muscle tee, I guess you can call them, because it kind of cut off there with our little crow friend there with the eyeball. The vines, spell icon GK, but they have like blood dripping from them. Nothing on the back besides the Halloween Horror Nights 2025. Very cute. Then these are also going for 33 bucks. And then over here we have a mirror, which I've heard that if you look inside, we may be able to catch a glimpse of an old friend, but I'm not sure if he's coming out. Hello? Maybe you have to wait for it. There he is. Oh, he disappears really quickly. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but it's like the curator, which is an HHN created character. He's in there. His face comes out from behind the mirror, very Phantom of the Opera-esque. Hi. I love the new logo. I think it's very like cutesy with the vines and everything. Not to sound so girly, but I do like the new logo. I'm not too crazy about the merch. I just feel like I always buy the preview merch when they first drop because I'm like, oh my god, HHN's finally here, and then I never wear it. Hi, baby. I always have to come see him, and he always gets me distracted. Hi. Continuing this conversation, I just didn't purchase it. Maybe later in the day, if I keep thinking about it, I'll go grab it. But I always have like that impulse buy. You know what I'm talking about? You see the first thing of HHN of the year, you're like, and you just go to buy it. So I'm gonna let myself sit on it a little bit. So I do want to address some of the rumors when it comes to that graveyard scene in Five and Dime with the merch. As those of you who may know, Horror Night Nightmares is notorious for giving us these spec maps are very accurate as the year goes on. They dropped one this week as well, and we still have this logo, which I'll pop in right there, that looks very much like angels and demons happening, and there's been speculation of a graveyard themed thing coming back to HHN from previous years. Those who know, we had Graveyard Deadly Unrest as a scare zone in 31, which was phenomenal, chef's kiss, and then we also have Graveyard Games as a house. What was that in HHN 29, 28, which was also fantastic, and it was a fan favorite. I would love to see any one of those return as a house and get maybe a sequel to that story being told, and just like that graveyard essence. I feel like graveyard isn't a thing that's used too much at HHN, which is surprising. I feel like graveyards in general are spooky, so the fact that it is on the spec map still, and it just keeps coming. It has changed a little bit. It had like a cityscape originally, now it has like trees or something like that in the middle, but it's still like a little angels situation going on. So I really am hoping that it sticks and it follows through, because I love both Graveyard Deadly Unrest and Graveyard Games. We'll have an episode dropping in the following week on the whole spec map, discuss everything. But I did want to talk about a few things while I'm here at the park, and that was one of them, because it kind of ties into the store and the little display they have in place there. All right, friends, we're going to start making our way over to the San Francisco area of the park, which has been transformed into Amity Island for Jaws' 50th anniversary. We are just starting to approach the setup for Amity Island. I'm hoping I'm speaking over the song behind me. Please do not copyright me, but oh my goodness, I'm already screaming. Look at it. Look how cute the little banner. Welcome Amity 4th of July celebration. Oh, this little area. And they have these little food booths that are supposed to like kind of look like the food shacks in the actual film. It's just so cute. Ah! They tried to replicate this little area to look like Amity Island, with even with the little signage in front of Chez Alcatraz. So cute. And the little fishing props, because Amity Island is a fishing / little beach town. So cute. Of this really cute photo op setup that looks like the ride vehicle from the Jaws ride that was here at Universal Orlando Studios. Oh my goodness, takes me back. I'm gonna give you guys a quick peek inside the actual prop set here, because there is lots of little Easter eggs hidden inside. The little rifle that they use in the ride to kill the shark. Steering mechanism. It's a full, like, I wouldn't be surprised they literally took this off of one of the boats, ride vehicles used in the ride. But look how cute. There's even like the little skipper lines. Oh my goodness, the skipper lines used in the ride, and then a map of the actual ride itself. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. So once again, I'm hoping I'm speaking over the music blaring behind me. Please do not copyright me. I promise I'm not trying to use the music. But there's lots of souvenirs to be had here when it comes to the Jaws 50th anniversary. We're going to check out the candy store here in San Francisco. I think it's the Candy Co. And they have lots of Jaws stuff, lots of memorabilia in there, lots of film used props in there. So we're going to go check that out. But over at Chez Alcatraz behind me, Chez Alcatraz. Oh my goodness, English. There is a souvenir Jaws Cub to commemorate the anniversary. Just like a fun, like beachy atmosphere in this little corner. Even though it's a very, very small section, it's just they kind of put a lot of things in here. So this is a look at the souvenir cup available at Chez Alcatraz for the 50th anniversary. I got a secret menu drink. This is the Golden Shark. It is basically a margarita, but look how cute this cup is. I love this retro look. So good. I mentioned there's lots of merch inside the San Francisco Candy Factory. We're gonna go check it out. I'm pretty sure the audio blasting through the store right now is what was played in queue for the Jaws ride, which is Chef's Kiss Perfection. Oh my god, it's so cute in here. Lot of 50th anniversary merch. This tank is actually pretty cute. Shirt as well. I love this. This is actually kind of up my alley. Like the sleeves on it, but it's very cute, kind of retro looking. Ah, this shirt is going for $37. This one is going for $27. And this tank is going for $37 as well. If I didn't already have a headgear on, this would definitely be coming home with me. This bucket hat, it's super cute with like the acid tie-dye wash look and then the embroidered Jaws logo, but look, it has a little fin. Don't you hate when that happens? Hold on. There we go. Look at that fin. This hat is going for 30 bucks here. And then the sailor hat is going for 18. Mentioned there's memorabilia spread out the entire shop, both from the film and from the ride itself. This right here is actually a piece of the sinkable prop from the Jaws film they used at Martha's Vineyard. That little square right there, and this little certificate to certify that. So cool. No actual label on these, but this is a Quint jacket and then a Chief Brody uniform shirt. Amity Police, his little badge right there. Look how cute this bag is. It's not a lounge fly, but it's like crossbody, and it's like those little like boats in a bottle thing. But it's the orca being attacked by Bruce. Look at it. And look, you can see Quint on there and Brody. Oh my goodness, that is actually really, really cute. I love this retro look on these mugs. I really do like it. That's actually very, very cute. Visit Amity Island with a little picture of a shark. These are going for 20 bucks. I want something a little more simple than the dorsal fin bucket hat. There's this reversible hat as well for the Jaws 50th anniversary that just has like a bunch of little Jaws logos on one side, and then it's plain with the Jaws embroidered on the other side. I have lots and lots of pins and buttons and a little tea stir, like water stir, whatever you want to call it, a little keychain with the 50th anniversary, and then this really cool lanyard that has that vintage look to it as well. So cute. And then look at this cup sling, perfect for the freestyle cup that is a part of the 50th anniversary here. This pin is a really cool call out to that really cool, iconically filmed piece in the film where you zoom in on Chief Brody's face and he realizes that there's sharks in the water. This is very, very cool, kind of calling that part back. Love this little cooler bag. It's pretty small, but it's really cute and it has "Don't go in the water" on the back. And it's embroidered, which I really like. This is going for 40 bucks. Look at this Amity Island sign. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I feel like there's so much to see in the shop. They have stuff overhead too. Probably like prop pieces from the ride itself that they had here at Studios. Look at that. Oh, I really hope I'm speaking over the sound enough that not to get copyrighted. But it's all over the place. There's so much to see. They also have these tumblers for sale with 1975 on it. These are 25 bucks. Feels nice and sturdy too. I'm taking a little shade break here in front of Fast and Furious, but we're going to talk a little bit about what is speculated to be coming to this little location based on the latest spec map. Currently, this icon, which I'll put in later, is in this location on the latest spec map for HHN34. There's been lots of whisperings and rumors of this certain franchise coming to the event for HHN34, and I am so excited. If you couldn't guess from the little campfire, and if you're not too much in the know, it is speculated that Friday the 13th in some capacity will be coming to HHN34, which is very, very exciting. I think Jason is my favorite slasher. I love his story, and I love the story of Friday the 13th and the franchise as a whole. I think it's like a redemption. Not a redemption, but like a revenge, you know? Like, you let me die, or you let my son die, and you're like, you didn't take care of him, I'm coming back to kill you as the mom, and oh, you killed my mom, now I'm coming back to kill you. It's just, you know, revenge is a platter best served cold. But they have closed off part of the queue in the Fast and Furious line, and there are tents popping up. In the past, this location it has not been my favorite when it comes to serving as a location for a house. I just think it's like kind of small. They're kind of limited to what they can do in there. I think it worked for Sweets Candy Factory last year. It didn't work for Chucky. It was okay for the Blumhouse. It was okay for Blumhouse Zoa feature with Black Phone and Happy Death Day. I just don't know if I like the idea of Camp Crystal Lake being inside of the Fast and Furious queue, I guess. I'm very excited for it to be coming to the event, if it is coming. I'm just not sure about the location itself, but the locations on the Spec Map do tend to change. So I'm not too upset yet. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about Friday the 13th coming to HHN34. I know it's kind of hard because like the rights issue surrounding Jason is a little wonky, but I really wanted to go to the event. I already have the fit in mind, you know, me and my fits. But let me know in the comments below how you feel about Friday the 13th possibly making an appearance here at HHN34. So we're also going to check out the Film Vault store because I've heard there's also a prop setup and merch setup there for the Jaws 50th anniversary. So we're just going to go check that one out now. There she is. I love this little display here with some like hand painted artwork of Jaws. Look at that. Summer 75. And these little Jaws emblems here too. Ah, so cute. So here at the Film Vault, they have Jaws merch as well as the 50th, but also just like regular Amity Island merch as well. A few things we've seen already in the past. The fake Stanley for Jaws, this raincoat, and then of course the 50th anniversary merch here. Not as big as a display as in San Francisco Candy Co., but they do have some stuff here. I don't see any film use things. They do have these cute little headbands. I like my Dorsifin a little better, but that is an option here as well. Then Universal Studios Florida is also celebrating its 35th anniversary, and there is merch to go along with that celebration as well. There's these tumblers, these shot glasses, these little signage, mugs. I love the neon look to it, the neon sign look. Very, very cool. All right, friends, so that basically wraps up my time here at Studios for the day. It is hot. It is definitely summer. I don't care if it was like spring. No, it's summer out here. If you come to the park soon, make sure to hydrate, take your AC breaks, and just like wear not black clothing. Keep yourself safe and cool out here. But it was such a fun day. I'm glad to check out all the Jaws stuff. They haven't fully opened everything yet. There are those 2 food booths that are not yet operating quite yet, and I feel like there's gonna be more stuff a little down the road too. I probably will be back maybe next weekend. Next week is the grand opening of Epic. There's gonna be a whole mega vlog for that. I will be at the grand opening and all that fun festivities. But maybe we'll come check out the full-blown Jaw stuff here that weekend as well. And like I mentioned, we covered some Spec Map stuff, but I'll have a full episode on the Haunt Girls podcast covering the entire Spec Map and the current speculation and all that coming out soon. Probably looking for like Tuesday or Wednesday this week coming up. But till then, friends, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!